Ladies and gentlemen, let's play netball! This is the first semi-final of the Asian Netball Championships 2022 between Sri Lanka and Hong Kong. First up, please welcome Hong Kong! Here's your starting seven. Goal shooter, Chan Ka-yen. Goal attack, Jesse Lee. Wing attack, Tirawan Hanaranachai. Center, Grace Yin. Wing defense, Chung Lai Fun. Goal defense, Jesse Lee. And goalkeeper, Tandi Moyo. Joining them on the court are Crystal Louise Edwards, Lo Fang Yi, Tai Ka-yen, Wong Wu-yi, and Chan Pui Yao. Their coach is Dion Taifetu, assistant coach Don Bishop, manager Abby Porter, and physio Chien Pak Ki. Once again, please give it up for Hong Kong! And now please welcome their opponents. Sri Lanka! Here's your starting seven. Goal shooter, Tarjani Sivalingam. Goal attack, Tulangi Wanitilaka. Wing attack, Gaya Anjali Amarawansa. Center, Molly Hatiarachi. Wing defense, Bashini D. Silva. Goal defense, Gayani Di Sayananka. And goalkeeper, Chaturangi Jayasuriya. That is your starting seven. Joining them on the court are Samini Alves, Deepika Abekun, Hasita Mendes, Rashmi Pereira, and Idusha Pereira. Their head coach is Hyacinth Wijasinghe, assistant coach Kumari Gamaga, manager Mayurini Anusha, official Victoria Lakshmi, and team doctor Shiromi Pilapitiya. Once again, please give it up for Sri Lanka! The umpires for the match are Nigel Wing Lim and Joan Yanni. Reserve umpire is Jessica Tang. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with deep sadness we ask you to rise as we observe a minute's silence in memory of Queen Elizabeth II, who passed away peacefully on Thursday afternoon. Ascending to the throne in 1952, Queen Elizabeth II was the UK's longest-serving monarch. Beloved by many, she oversaw great social change whilst remaining rooted in tradition to become one of the world's most esteemed leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, the semifinals of the Asian Netball Championships. Give it up for Sri Lanka and Hong Kong.
The 1 minute silence to respect the death of Queen Elizabeth II in the UK. And we now move to the semi-finals of the Sri Lanka versus Hong Kong match. And I have to say, it looks very similar to things we have witnessed throughout the whole week. Hong Kong have been suffering a little bit, and of course we got a change there with Crystal Edwards being replaced by Angela Chan at goal shooter, and Jessie has moved across from wing defence to goal defence. But Tandiwa Moyo has got the big challenge because she's got up against her Tarjini Sivalingam, who hasn't missed a single second in all the matches so far and has been totally dominant wherever she's gone. We've got our officials for this one, Nigel Lim and Joan Giuliani. And I have to say, it's a great thrill to have back with me, Rina. Lovely to see you, Rina.
Good afternoon, John. Super excited for this match. Let's see how it plays out. So we have Sri Lanka starting with the first center. Full attack with the big step.
You will hear Nigel Lim quite vocal. And, well, that's not just an innovation, but I have to say is a very helpful asset as well, because not only do we get the call that he's making, but it also helps the players as well. They can hear it very clearly. So 1-1 the score, and the ball will go over the top many, many times. She doesn't like to shoot from distance, but I tell you what, where she is now, it's a simple case of over the top then. And well, when Moyo is isolated as well, not able to take part in that defense, you can see the running strip there of the Hong Kong team. And Elderi Visa, she's got the ball right now, actually. There's a lot will actually depend on her, but there's a turnover, and immediately it's on to Sri Lanka again. Well, in terms of previous scores, and it's Sri Lanka's again. Hong Kong were beaten by Sri Lanka 62-51 in the previous matchup, so we can expect a similar score, maybe even more than that. But this is for a final, and the winner of this one is guaranteed. This is guaranteed a place in the World Cup in South Africa, in Cape Town, and that will happen next year. So it is so important that you manage to get into the final, and there's a lot of rewards on the back of that. And of course, this mixed experience team of Sri Lanka, relying on the 42-year-old there, Anchini. They've been to many Asian contests. Here she is again, and that will come back. She's not entirely happy. Tulangi, she feeds all the time. Colleague Tarjini Sivalingam. So, what is Hong Kong going to do about the Lady Mountain there, Tarjini?
I think the Hong Kong defenders really need to work very hard in stopping the ball going to the top of the circle. Once it hits the top of the circle, that's it, it's game over. So they really need to up their defense in the middle third.
Just caught a glimpse there of Dion Dewetu, the Hong Kong coach, and his assistants. And Dulangi this time takes it on herself to shoot in from 2 meters. Very good. 5-2 the score. Hong Kong are very active. They're very busy. They're like bees around that circle. And no busier bee than Angela Chan, who's replaced Crystal at the minute. You'll see her. She's got slightly lighter hair than the rest.
Team Sri Lanka really trying to shut Team Hong Kong down as well. Really upping their defense, tight on the man on. And they've managed to steal the ball, bringing that ball down on that one side of the court. Now to the middle channel. Feeding it over to Tajini, but just a little bit overthrown. Hong Kong now throwing.
See, it's one thing, Rena, that people don't actually realize that there are some very good out players as well. It is obviously centered around Tajini's ability and height in the circle as goal shooter. But there are some very talented players for Sri Lanka, feeding as well, defending, and they are absolutely everywhere on court. It's not to deflect from Sri Lanka as a team, because there are 7 players on court and they all lend a hand, that's for sure. They're very, very active, proactive, and they've got some super movement.
Absolutely. The ball has to get down to Tajini somehow.
That's exactly right. Ooh, she misses, but it's not disastrous, of course. She will rebound all day long. She's 2 meters and 8 centimeters, is it? No, 6 centimeters. 206. Everyone in Asian netball obviously fears having to play against Tajini, and you can understand why.
Hong Kong now.
He's played every minute of the contest so far. Angela Chan, this is the replay. Ooh, around down the plug hole.
Sri Lanka with a quick give and go. Nice high pass. Manages to pass by Moyo. Tajini for the shot. Nice and easy as always, like I said, John.
Such a regular thing that we see when Sri Lanka play. That high ball into the circle, searching out. But this is lovely, quick attacking play. This time, oh, she misses it. Just too many turnovers at the moment for Hong Kong.
Obstruction called it. The Sri Lankan goal defense is going to take the ball in the center third. Nice high ball. Oh, that was easy. Great block there by Tajini. And an easy.
That was Tier 1, is it?
I'm not.
Tier 1 has been replaced.
We'll find out in a minute, John.
Maybe that. Yeah. I think maybe is it Crystal that's come back on? She was injured, but maybe. Oh no, I can see her there still. Crystal's on the bench. She's got a bandaged left knee. It looked to be quite serious when she went down. So there's a replacement here, and Tier 1 Hanranachai has come out of court. Oh. You still see Grace Yuen there.
So we have Wei Yi coming in as wing attack, John.
Okay.
Wong Wei Yi coming in as
Wong Wei Yi. Yes. Over it goes. Over it goes. It'll still have to be played again. Yeah, there you go. She does not shoot from 3 meters normally. Still Sri Lanka's. This time Dulangi will make it. Dulangi, 28 years old. Her mum is a netball coach and obviously persuaded her from an early age to get involved here. Genie. It's a big lead after just 10 minutes of the first half. 11 points to 4 at the moment to Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I think Moyo needs to play off of Tajini a little bit. She's standing a bit too close, getting stuck. If she can give herself some distance to really jump, I think she should be able to get some balls. So I hope I can see that. Or we can see that in the next minute.
There's a lot of hipping as well, isn't there, on the turn, the screening and so on. It's a tough sport. It's a very difficult sport, and don't believe that there's no contact at all. Supposed to be non-contact, but
that's what I said the last game, John. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, really?
I said that the last game, yeah.
It's not for the faint-hearted, netball, but it is very, very enjoyable, obviously, all round, and everyone loves to play it. Once you get bitten by the netball bug, you stay bitten. Great sport, and it's all fabulous for teamwork, and the practices are quite extreme. At this level, of course, you have to be totally committed. It's a huge commitment.
Really good play by Team
here.
Good bounce pass.
Little bit, yeah. So Sri Lanka have the centre pass, but Hong Kong have come back to 12-6 now. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Genie finishes one.
She almost had it. A little bit more of a jump. She just needs to give herself distance. Very speedy play there by Team Hong Kong. Great patience by the feeder.
Speed is what they do have, and of course accuracy is what they need also. So Angela finishes one off there, 13-7. It's so frustrating for Tandiwa Moyo. She's doing everything she can now. She's got to stay out of the business. Yeah. You imagine looking up constantly at that height and those hands and those arms. They are just so disconcerting to see. Envelop you. Very tough. Oh, that's not a great pass. Yeah, that was not a good play. This is much better. Look at that. Direct, easy, straight over the top. Down in. 2 minutes 30 left on the clock.
Goal defense contact with the goal defense.
Sri Lanka still in possession and opening up now. An unassailable lead, you have to think. Half a pace, she's not happy. Isn't that strange? Tokai Wei and Charmaine, they always look at trying to, even Amandeep, they will shoot from anywhere. 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters. We've seen it. 4.9 meters is the circle, and it really is strange that Argini, so much advantage, doesn't feel comfortable from 3 meters. 16-7 the score with just a minute and a half left in the first quarter. And oh, Moyo, she's being penalised for contact there. But, well, no, actually, she receives the ball back again. Let's have a look at this replay. Here we go. Oh, nice work. And the hat into the eye, wasn't it?
Smack in the face, yeah.
Well, your teammate needs to be mindful also. Anyway, that was Jessie Lee, the captain.
Goal defense, go around. Inside.
Immediately we see a turnover. That is Jessie Lee
Sri Lanka.
going. 17-7. And as I said, the Sri Lankan outfield players are really, really very impressive. I shouldn't say things like that, should I?
Jinx them a little bit.
Commentators curse. It always happens. I'm the worst for it, I tell you. Hong Kong trying hard here to get it into the red zone. Oh, you need to be confident from there. And we've seen Elderi so many times shoot and make it from that distance. Isn't it funny how your confidence is not 5, 4, 3, and that is ball back to Hong Kong. But well, it's gone as expected. I have to say that Sri Lanka has dominated the whole tournament so far. Nobody can actually get close. Malaysia came close, 53-55, but other than that, Sri Lanka have been in total control. At the end of this first quarter in the semi-final, Sri Lanka 17, Hong Kong 7.